Hey everybody, JRSPC here with another video, and today we're doing something a little different. I'm taking you for a ride to the swap meet. It's at the Motor View Drive-In in Riverdale, Utah. They have this swap meet every Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is always a very slow day, and Sunday is always very busy. This is the beginning of the season, so not as many vendors as usual. Usually every empty space you see is completely filled, about 8 rows deep, plus all of these indoor vendors are there year-round as well. Let's take a look at what we find. Just starting off, there's a crate of records that's actually had a lot of good records in it, and then Lena bought some of those rings. I'm just kind of giving you a quick look at some of the stuff inside and outside here. This is my friend Wes's. There's Lena, my friend Wes's unit. He's looking for a big box of gumballs. He always gives Lena a bunch of gumballs that he has left over from his machine. Pretty much every time he sees her. There's another friend of mine, his name's Carrie, asking me what I'm videoing, and he said, make sure I shoot all the good stuff. So we're just kind of looking around here. This is part of the indoor area. It's not technically indoors, but it's actually like a bunch of storage units all lined up, and then there's a roof over here, but the front is all open. This is my friend Carmen's area, and they sell a lot of toys that they pick up at yard sales. There's some YuGiOh cards, and then they have a bunch of other really fun stuff too. And now there's Lena. She's running toward me. She's bringing me my keys because I already bought stuff and I need to put it in my truck. So there's my buddy, and giving me a couple bucks to go finish paying for it. Alright, moving right along, guys. Usually there's quite a bit more stuff here, and probably a couple thousand people every Sunday that come out here. Great place to buy stuff. You can find basically anything that you want. Literally anything. I mean, you find the good, the bad, and the ugly. You find dealers selling stuff out here, pickers and flippers. You find bras. Look at that. We got some bras, guys, for your ladies. I'm pretty sure Keely bought some of those before, and they broke pretty quick. So I don't recommend buying bras at the swap meet when you find a bunch of brand new ones like that, because they're cheap junk. Lots of tool stuff, household stuff, furniture, craft stuff. I mean everything. My kids, you can find them there. Vintage and antique toys. You can find really awesome higher end stuff. You can find some treasures for dirt cheap. You find a lot of people who are just out. Oh, there's Maya. She's actually showed up for once. All covered up. You can't even tell. She looks like a stealthy ghost ninja. Here's some, you get people who sell their own stuff here. There's some information. There's a phone number if you want to call them up and buy some bath bombs. You got rims, car parts, baby stuff, whatever. And the fun thing about this is you can find people who are literally just out here looking to sell stuff and get rid of stuff because they're spring cleaning and want to make room for whatever. So you can buy some really nice stuff for some really great prices. And then you can find some stuff that is kind of full market value. You just gotta look all over. You gotta look at everything. You gotta ask questions. You gotta haggle. I mean, sometimes if something's a good price, I don't ever haggle. But on the rare occasion I find something and we're pretty close, and here's Maya. We find something, we're pretty close on price. If I don't quite want to pay what they're asking, but I'm still willing to come close, I will say, hey, will you take this? And usually they'll say yes, or they'll, come back. Here's some Hot Wheels I found. I did find 2 of those that I didn't have, and that was, so actually I did have one of them. Come to find out, but one of them I didn't have, but I wasn't sure on the other one. We got tons of fishing equipment here too, guys. Horse tack, stuff like that, farm stuff, old tools, new tools, the high-end made in USA stuff, and then the cheaper made in China. What else? There's the family. There's Keely, there's my sister Rayanne, there's Lena, and there's Maya, stealthy ninja mode behind them. And Lena loves being on camera and crossing her eyes and making you guys giggle. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys what I picked up today. Keely bought a couple cool things. Lena's showing you a ring she just bought from a kid who was a young man, very, very young, and he has been a little hustler out here for quite a long time. His name's Jackson, and pretty impressed. He reminds me of a young me. Always going out buying stuff and bringing it to the swap meet and selling it. So I always encourage him when I see him. Some vintage Fisher Price stuff, some bags of cool toys, and this is going to be a fun unit to look at. Sorry if the video quality isn't great. This is a guy named Bob, and he's actually a vintage toy dealer. He's got a pretty nice setup in here with lots of cool vintage toys, some newer ones too, some cars and stuff. But he really has an amazing vintage toy inventory. He used to have a store, and I think they kept raising the rent, so he quit doing it and came out and rented one of these spots at the swap meet. This is kind of a permanent spot. You rent it by the month. You can stay as long as you want. There's a lot of people there who have been there for a long time, and I was doing it inside one of these units for like 5 years, and then I decided to just go out in the yard because I was having a hard time getting there every week, and I didn't want to pay to be there every week when I wasn't. So I started doing them out in the yard, and I actually did quite a bit better. There's some cool stuff, an old Hulk Hogan. I believe it's a Hasbro right there. Cool old glove. What do we got? There's a Walking Dead, old Simpsons. There's a Rick Grimes. A cool old glove, a Joe Medwick model glove. There's a couple original Optimus Primes. One has the trailer still there. I would like to buy one of those off of him. And shout out to Bears cards 34. There's a Mike Singletary starting lineup. I believe that one's from 1990. And a couple McFarlanes. I like those a lot. Napoleon Dynamite was super fun. And there's Lane, who just wanted to video me videoing her. My buddy, she's so cool. She's my little sidekick. Always likes to go places with me. Here's some cool knives and stuff. That's a neat book, but the guy wanted more than I wanted to pay for it. It's a book. You know, I don't mind paying. It's just a softback book. I don't mind paying $1, but he wanted a few dollars more than that. Here's some cards I found. I stopped and looked through those, and not one of the autographs or memorabilia cards was anybody who ever did anything special, so I didn't buy any of those. Not to mention his prices were a little bit high. And he had some cars over here too that I was going to go back and look at, but I forgot and got distracted and moved on. But I do need to go back and look at those and see what he wants and see what I can find. Alright everybody, we are home and we are ready to look through the treasures that I got at the swap meet today. So I bought from multiple different vendors, and when I go to the swap meet, I kind of just buy things that I want to keep. I don't buy really anything ever to resell. So what you're going to see is stuff that I wanted to keep for my PC, and I will also tell you prices if I can remember them. Alright, starting off, I got this cool, I think it's pretty much brand new because I couldn't find a spot on it, but it's a, if I can get it to stop, nice Swingman 2XL with a +2. Let's see, Steph Curry jersey. It's authentic, licensed, so on and so forth. And let's see if I can get a picture of the back here. Adidas, and it's got a really, it's all iron-on, but that's okay. Nice Curry jersey. And I paid, I guess I paid, well, for this jersey and also this thing right here, which I don't know what it is. I think it's some military issue thing with a cap on it, and I thought I could use it for like a, I don't know, I'll put some crap in it for survival kit or something, I don't know. Anyways, for the pair of them I paid $12. So this alone I'll probably just sell this. It's pretty awesome, but I might keep it. I don't know, I might use it for something. Because I love survival stuff and emergency preparedness as well as all the card stuff. But it's full of gloves, rubber gloves. I'm not sure why, but brand new ones, obviously. But I bought that. I basically bundled it together so that way I could try to sell one of these things and have nothing into the other thing. But I only paid $12 for the pair. A swingman jersey alone, and that it looks like it's in brand new condition. It looks like just with the tags off of it, but it looks like it's never been worn. No frays, snarls, snags, nothing. And that alone, just like the way it is something I've sold before for between like 40 and 60 bucks for different guys. So that, that's worth at least 30, 40 bucks, I would say. Picked up a couple Hot Wheels here for the PC, a couple that I don't have. This is an older one right here, a little older. I mean, I started collecting in December 1999. So this is an old Fox body Mustang. Not sure what year it's from. You can tell by the date code on the bottom. It's D20. D20, I think. D28. So 28th week of, let's see, 2008, 2009, 2010. I think 2011. Yeah, so this one's from 2011. Judging by the date code on the bottom. And this is a 68 Mercury Cougar with a flat army drab finish, flames. And this one is a newer one, but I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't think I have it. I think that was from about 2018. But I paid $1 a piece for them. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. Picked up this Rick Grimes bobblehead. And I paid, for this Rick Grimes bobblehead, I paid $2.50. I thought that was pretty cool. Still new in the box. And just awesome to go with my my collection of Walking Dead stuff. I got tons of autographs, tons of the McFarlane stuff, so on and so forth. And then I got, let's see here, I'm trying to go in order. Okay, this is another thing I bought with the Rick Grimes. It's an older beer sign, glass beer sign, wooden frame. Back in when you could get these, you put your own name up there, put it in your own private bar. It still says Smith. So I could change that if I wanted to, but it's pretty cool. I only paid $2.50 for this thing, so that's a pretty good deal. Let's get that out of here so we're not blinding us. And then I got this. It's pretty cool. It's a shadow box, a pretty nice big shadow box. Okay, it's pretty deep too. You can use this as a shadow box. Or you could even use it as a display case in your own house. Just take the back off, put everything on the back, put it back on, put it back together. Pretty awesome. These are usually like 30, 40 bucks at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, Joann's Fabric, stuff like that. I only paid $5 for this thing. Brand new, still with shrink wrap on it, at the swap meet today. So there's that. I'll do something fun with that. Here's something. This is a huge nostalgic thing from my childhood. Packaging is not in great shape, but I had to buy it. This guy grew up and lived, I may still live there, about 45 minutes from where I grew up. I was a huge fan of him when I was younger, when I was into wrestling, and it is this vintage, not really vintage, but it's a Series 3, so it's an early series, WWE Legends, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So that is pretty cool. Oh, I loved Hacksaw. Oh my gosh, super cool. Like I said, it looks like the back got wet, so it's kind of like, a little water damage, but I really don't care. I paid $5 for this thing, and it is just going to be very much loved in my PC. I'm thinking I may open it because it's already damaged and stuff. I mean, it'll partially opened on top. Probably open it. He's from Glens Falls, New York, which is out by Lake George. So I'm super excited to have that one for the PC. And then another nostalgic piece I got, and you guys may remember this scene, funny scene from a movie. I'm a big fan of early Saturday Night Live, early 90s to mid 90s Saturday Night Live. See if you guys remember this scene right here.
Sometimes when I get nervous, I stick my fingers under my arms and I smell them like that.
Alright, did you guys remember that scene? It is the very famous Mary Catherine Gallagher character, played by none other than Molly Shannon, a legend with Saturday Night Live. This is made by X Toys, but I got this pretty cool It's just an action figure of Molly Shannon as Mary Catherine Gallagher. That was freaking cool. Pretty well done too. I had to have it. The packaging is beat up again, but I didn't really care. So I probably paid $5 for that as well. Next up is some stuff I got from one guy. I got everything kind of cheap. I got this old starting lineup, Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan. It's missing the Joe Morgan card. I don't care. It's beat up. I don't care. I'm going to open it up and display these guys because I love starting lineups, and you guys know that if you follow my channel. I probably paid a couple bucks for that. I'm going to save one thing here to show you last because it's really cool. Let's see. I got this Hot Wheel here. It's the Sam Walton Truck. This is the truck that he drove around when he was a billionaire. It's a '79 Ford F-250, and people always asked him, you know, Sam, why are you driving that old truck? You know, it's beat up, it had some rust on it, and so on and so forth. You know, you have all that money. And he says, well, you wouldn't expect me to put my dogs in a Rolls Royce, would you? Because he had his 3 kennels in the back for his dogs, because he'd go coon hunting and stuff like that. So I just thought that was a great piece. He had this truck till he died, and still drove it, and I just freaking love that story. What else did I get? I got a couple of these guys here. They're missing the bottoms. In fact, one of them was missing a face mask, but I just thought I could do something with it. But I love McFarlane's. This is one of the early McFarlane's from the first year before they had the MLB license. This is the Manny Ramirez. This one was made in 2001. I figured I'd just get a little square of wood, drill a hole in it, stick that in there, paint it green, and boom, you got yourself a Manny Ramirez figure. And then I also got this Dak Prescott, and I didn't realize, or not Dak Prescott, Tony Romo. I didn't realize at the time it was missing its face mask, but I can get another face mask off of some broken figure and put it on there. Just a couple drops of epoxy will make it work just fine. And I'll just drill again, a little 1/8" drill bit probably into a piece of wood, and then paint it green, and maybe put a white stripe in there, make it look like a football field. And then I got a Romo piece to just chill. See, I got these guys here, a couple vintage McFarlane's, Larry Legend and Kevin McHale, both Hall of Famers, both great ball players, especially in the 80s. A couple of the best players in the 80s back in the day. I believe McHale's an 88. Yeah, McHale's an 88 starting lineup, and Bird is a 1990 piece. So pretty cool. I paid about $2 a piece for those, which I was okay with because I like them. I got this for my sister-in-law. She's a huge Michael Myers fan, so I got her this pop of Michael Myers. Pretty cool. She's going to be pretty stoked about that. This is part of the deal with everything else. This is an old one. This one's from 2010. So it might even have some regular value to it, you know. So who knows? Doesn't matter to me. And then after that, I got a bunch of cars. Oh, actually, I got these right here too. These are freaking cool. Something I loved from when I was young. And they're original Micro Machines. I got this truck right here. Little rig. Pretty cool. Missing the trailer, but I didn't care. They're basically throw-ins. And then I got this one right here. Pretty cool. This one says Nano Speed. I don't know if this one was a Micro Machine. Might not have been. I don't know. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I just think that they're cool because I love old cars. And this one is like a '67 Mustang. Pretty cool. The car that got me started in collecting Hot Wheels. And this one is a Micro Machine. Walked into a store. Older one, you can tell there's all steel in there, steel and steel. Walked into a store December 2019, saw a '67 Mustang GT500 in the Hot Wheels section. I don't know why I was in the toys. I like just kind of going in there and looking, and I saw that, and all of a sudden something clicked in my brain, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love these cars, and I've been collecting them ever since. I think I've got, to be honest with you, I had just from collections that I bought when I was reselling a lot, I had about 4,000 Hot Wheel, 164 scale cars, which is the size of a typical Hot Wheel, that I had bought in large quantities every time I go back to New York from the same guy, and I paid $0.25 a piece for them. I still have all those, never sold them, But now all of a sudden I love them and I collect them, so I'm happy to have them. And I mostly collect them. I like them in the package the most. But I do like some cars out of the package just to like display. So I usually buy 2 of everything. And then I got a bunch of Hot Wheels here. Older Hot Wheels that I didn't have, obviously, because I just started collecting in 2019. This one here I might have. I didn't know, so I just grabbed it. But the rest of these are older ones, and you'll be able to see they're on old blue cards and stuff for you guys who collect Hot Wheels. But I got a bunch. Actually, I got a handful of these old El Caminos from the guy. And these are like, I think, like earlier, these are 2000s. Some pretty cool cars. Just some stuff, like I said, I don't have. That one's pretty cool, Hooligan. There's a Fish and Chips, which they still make today. They still make that casting. Another El Camino, pretty cool, older El Camino, and I thought that was pretty cool. Another El Camino here, just another different paint scheme, so pretty cool there. Let's see here, then a few more that I didn't have. This one here is pretty cool. It's a scooter. Never seen a scooter one before, but I had to buy it because I've never seen one before and I don't have it. This here is pretty cool. It's called Torpedo Jones. It's an old racer. Pretty cool with the guy in there. Probably 1920s or something like that, or 30s maybe. That one was pretty cool. I got this Ferrari 458 Challenge. Let's see, and a couple more here. This is a bobsled team. That's pretty neat right there. Never seen one of those before. And the thing I like about these older ones is that they're made better. The newer they get, the less metal they put in them. This one's pretty cool. This one's called Sweet 16. I think it's a 16-cylinder car. Pretty neat. 36 cord, and a little bit of yellowing on the bubbles. That's the old Toyota Celica. Some of these I got because I'll trade them for other cars that I want, and some of them I got just because I want to keep them for myself. These 2 are cool. These are here called they're both called Surf Crate. Sorry, different paint schemes though. Pretty cool. I like old hot rod style with surfboard in the back. Pretty neat there. And those are the last 3 here. I got this cool old scorching scooter, they call it. Looks like a custom bike. This cool old, they call it Chevy Pro Stock Series. That's pretty cool, the truck. And then this last one is a Lancia Stratus. That's pretty cool too. Car I haven't seen before. But anyways, that's that, guys. That's what I picked up at the swap meet. I think that's it. Oh, I'm sorry. The last thing I picked up. This is cool. I gotta do some homework on it. I picked this up because it's a cool action figure, and I think it might be an older one. I have to do some homework on it and see the air. Okay, no, it is an older one. I can tell already because I just saw the made in sign on it. So this has got to be a 1970s. I'm gonna guess 1970s, and it's a Harlem Globetrotter. Kind of a bendable Harlem Globetrotter. Super cool. In brand new condition, still in the bag. There's the back of it. Super neat. I mean, this thing could be worth a few bucks. I'm going to look it up on eBay and see if there's any that have sold. The reason why I know it's probably from the 70s because it's got a Made in Hong Kong sticker on the bottom. Which you guys can't read because my phone is not cooperating right now. But anyways, you're going to have to just trust me. Made in Hong Kong. So... yeah, it's probably 1970s, I would guess, on this guy right here. So, alright, well, you guys have a good rest of the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of me at the swap meet. Stay tuned for another video. If you like this video, let me know. I usually go almost every Sunday in the summertime. And I will let you know what I pick up every week. Alright, you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Later.